Navaneethakrishnan.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman. I thank Honorable Amma for giving this opportunity. I will remain as a loyal worker of ADMK and a loyalist to Amma. This is a very important amendment bill because our India is union of states. The subject to correction, the federalism is a basic feature of our constitution. Now, these amendment bills are violating the basic feature of our constitution. This is my foremost humble submission. And then, in Tamil Nadu, already there is an act in force which is called Tamil Nadu Admission in Professional Educational Institutions Act 2006. This act was given effect to after receiving the assent of the President under Article 254, Clause 2 of the Constitution. This measure is intended to protect the interests of the students, particularly from the weaker sections and the rural areas. That act has come into force in Tamil Nadu after getting the assent from the Honorable President under Article 254, Clause 2 of the Constitution. While in Tamil Nadu, there is a transparent, fair procedure is followed for admission of medical seats. Now, what is the necessity to bring this amendment? Kindly, exercising power is on one hand, that is different. But whether it is necessary to bring this amendment of this juncture, that is to be looked into. And also, I would like to draw the kind attention of this August House to List 1, Entry 44, because I think I may be wrong. The List 1, Entry 44, incorporation, regulation, and winding up of corporations, whether trading or not, with objects not confined to one state, comma, but not including universities. So by entry 44 of List 1, the universities are not coming within the purview of the union government. This parliament is lacking legislative competence to bring this amendment. And of course, the 42nd amendment has brought the education subject, which was originally in the state subject, to the concurrent list. The concurrent list, List 3, Entry 25, is a later amendment, 42nd amendment. It reads as follows: Entry 25, education, including technical education, medical education, and universities, subject to the provisions of Entry 63, 64, 65, and 66 of List 1, vocational and technical training of labor. My humble submission would be, there is a conflict between the Entry 44 of List 1 and Entry 25 of List 3. So our senior advocate is present, very much available here. Mani Abhishek Singhvi, he knows better than me. So please kindly enlighten. The Honorable Union Minister for Health must examine legally, because according to me, from layman point of view, there is a conflict between the Entry 44 of List 1 and Entry 25 of List 3. So whereas as per the one of the entries, the Parliament is excluded from making any law. So my next submission would be this: the notification is dated 21st December 2010. 21st December 2010. But whereas this amendment ordinance was passed on 24/5/2016. Now, on the basis of this notification dated 21st December 2010, the Supreme Court going on giving directions, and the NEET examination was held only as per the notification dated 21st December 2010. But whereas on the date of this notification, these amendments now sought to be brought in were not in existence. So on the date of this notification dated 21st December 2010, there is no legislative backing. Without any legislative backing, this notification was issued, and it was also enforced. It is illegal and unconstitutional. And further, I would like to draw the kind attention that now in Tamil Nadu, 10th standard examinations and plus 2 examinations are very, very popular. The students are working very hard. The two poor students are studying very well and securing highest marks under the fond hope that they would get the medical seats. Even this year, 12 poor students have been admitted in the medical seats, but they are not able to make the payment. Honorable Chief Minister Amma has paid all the money. And 2 students were admitted in the engineering seats in Anna University, but they were not able to pay the fees. Honorable Chief Minister Amma has paid the entire fees. Now, why I want to bring to this August House is, now in Tamil Nadu, the rural poor students are getting the benefit of this enactment. Now, if you want to bring this entrance test, NEET, National Entrance Eligibility Test, it is arbitrary, unconstitutional, illegal, and against public interest. No doubt about it. Because of this, this entrance test, only the coaching centers will flourish. Poor people cannot make the payment of 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. And even because of the coaching centers pressure, many students are committing suicide in Rajasthan, in one of the very famous coaching centers. So because now one of the classes reads as follows, very, very important. All admissions to MBBS course within the respective categories shall be based solely on marks obtained in the national eligibility cum entrance test. So the state government examinations are of no use. It is only a qualifying examinations. They are required only just to pass. And whatever the marks the candidate secures in the NEET alone will be taken into account and admission will be given. So now the center is giving telling to all, so NEET can be followed, enforced. The Tamil Nadu government can enforce the reservation policy. You are not showing any sympathy, or we are not at the mercy of the central government. So reservation is our birthright. It is in practice. We are following it in force. So the NEET, because of this NEET examination, definitely rural poor students will be affected. Only the elite students, even among the SC, ST, OBC, will get the benefit if at all. So the real, genuine, brilliant students will not get the admission in the medical colleges. So my humble submission would be, I very honestly urge that because of this amendment, 1 year relaxation has been given, nothing more, nothing less. So only for this academic year, current academic year, they are not insisting upon it. That's all. But the main provision is very clear that forever NEET will be followed, NEET will be enforced. So my earnest appeal to the central government is, please, the NEET is based on the CBSE syllabus. The CBSE syllabus is unknown to Tamil Nadu poor students. They are all studying in Tamil medium. They are all poor students. They are having the state syllabus. How the central government can enforce the CBSE, which is not enforced in Tamil Nadu, can be the basis on the basis of which the NEET questions will be asked in the examinations. This is against the natural justice principles. It is arbitrary. Because you are spoiling the future of the poor students, rural students. Please kindly think it over. Don't take it as a prestige question. Because I am of the humble view, the Supreme Court has even held that in the recent order, they directing the government to hold the NEET examinations. In paragraph 12, it was held High Court. It may, however, be clarified that by this order, hearing of the petitions which are pending before this court will not be affected, unquote. So, the other petitions are pending before the Supreme Court for judicial adjudication. So, you are frustrating the judicial adjudication. Judicial review is also one of the... Kindly, 1 minute. Judicial review is also one of the basic features of the Constitution. While the matter is pending adjudication by the competent court of law, that is Supreme Court, why should you bring these amendment bills? You are taking away the right of judicial review because of these 2 bills. Now, my earnest and sincere, very humble request to the central government is, please not press these 2 amendment bills. Don't enforce the NEET as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. Tamil Nadu is having a valid, fair procedure for admitting without any arbitration the students to the medical colleges. There is no competition fee. Because some private institutions are committing some mistakes, for which you take other remedial steps. Don't penalize the Tamil Nadu poor rural students. Because now our Honorable Chief Minister Amma also stressed this point in the 11th meeting of the Central State Council held on 16/7/2006. So as early as possible, the subject education must be removed from the concurrent list and it must be placed in the list, state list. And also for the time being, I humbly, earnestly request the central government not to enforce the NEET as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Navaneethakrishnan ji.